Stephen Howson, Full-Time Devils. We've just watched Iceland beat England. Iceland, that is, with the population of Manchester. Manchester.
Really?
It's about smaller than Manchester, if you want to.
Oldham combined.
Andy, talk us through that. Personally, I'm not asked, but I think you are.
It's a national embarrassment, mate. You can't beat a bunch of fishermen. Just don't bother. All them players crying, Joe Hart. Oh, what a shame, Jojo. You're absolute useless and garbage. And Raheem Sterling only did one good thing, get a penalty. You're absolute, I'm sorry to say, shite.
But they're not fishermen, are they? Let's be fair. They're not fishermen. They are professional footballers. And Gylfi Sigurdsson's one of the most underrated players in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah, they should be proud. They give it their all. And, yeah, we're all Iceland fans against France. I would rather get beat Sunday by France on a quality side than getting embarrassed tonight.
Well, you're not going to be playing France. No.
Yes, now back to the Premier League soon.
Gaz?
Mate, I'm the same. I mean, I'm an England fan, but obviously it doesn't affect me when they win or lose as much as it does Man United. But I am still an England fan. And today, yeah, it was a joke of a performance. And I think that you really put the blame on the more experienced players rather than you do the likes of Sterling, in my opinion, because he's still a young lad. And Dele Alli, I wouldn't really put the blame on players like that. I'd put the blame more on Wayne Rooney and Joe Hart. I think that they were both abysmal today. Joe Hart, what? I mean, they said at half-time then, the pundits, he just needs to calm down. But and a player of that experience, he shouldn't have to think about calming down. That should just be his natural demeanour when he's going into a game. Wayne Rooney was absolutely abysmal. And obviously, Wayne Rooney affects me a little bit more as a Man United fan because now I'm thinking, obviously, I can't base my complete judgment over one game because he did have 2 great games. But it's making me think, can Mourinho rely on him in midfield for a whole season? Maybe. I'm not as sure as I was 2 hours ago. But yeah, absolutely abysmal. There is no excuse possible for going out to Iceland. No excuse.
I'll go one step higher, to be honest. I'm going to take it a level above because I think Roy Hodgson, tactics and not just team selection, squad selection. Squad selection was awful prior to the tournament. They took a load of players that play one sort of style of play, and we didn't take the plan B. What's the plan B? The plan B is Danny Drinkwater firing it into the likes of Vardy and Rashford.
All right, and I know this sounds a bit ridiculous because he's not. I'm not saying he's a great player. I'm not saying that he's better than any of the strikers we got in the team. But you say a plan B, why not Andy Carroll?
Andy Carroll, Michael Carrick, Noble. Who else was there that I thought should have probably have gone? There were several players that I thought should have gone because they offer something different to what we had. Jack Wilshere, who gets a lot of the stick from me because he's played 1 Premier League game this season, right? That's 1 more than you, 1 more than me, and 1 more than him, right? That's it.
I played for Oldham. I did better than him.
So the squad selection from the start wasn't good. The team selection wasn't good. Raheem Sterling, and I'm not buying into the City fans that have got this conspiracy against themselves that everyone's out to blame Raheem Sterling.
Because he's genuinely, like Raheem Sterling, I feel a bit bad blaming everything on him. But if City fans want to do that, I will blame things on Joe Hart because it is his frigging fault.
Yeah, well, for me, Raheem Sterling was terrible. And we saw when Rashford came on the pitch, Rashford in 2 minutes went past players like that, where Raheem Sterling was dilly-dallying, tried to meg him every single time and failed. Andy, huh?
Yeah, why didn't you bring on Rashford with half an hour to go, 3 minutes to go? He did more in 2 minutes. That a bunch of other 10 players did nothing in the entire game. And it's just a shame for Rashford. Why take him if it was just a waste of time? Should have given a kid the rest and let him rest and enjoy the summer. But like I say, Premier League's coming back. I'll stick to United.
The best technical midfielder that you got in that team for me was Dyer. And Dyer was removed at half-time for Wilshere. And Wilshere came on and did exactly the same as Wayne Rooney did. They occupied the same positions. They played the same passes. They did nothing, essentially, between the two of them. You had 2 players doing the exact same thing, which was nothing. So, Iceland progress. But hang on, Joe, come on, mate. What's your name? Dan.
England could have done better.
Insightful. So, we're going to wrap it up there. Like, as a United fan, I genuinely don't give a shit about England. But I'll let Andy finish it off.
Roy Hodgson, you are nothing, you are a fool, and you get your P45. Good night!